Hello, it's Kristen with Scrapping on the Fly, and I thought that I would go through this book that I just put together as a gift for a baby shower. I don't have any pictures because the baby's not here, so I was trying to make a gift for my cousin that she could add pictures to easily later. So I thought we'd go through real quickly what I've done and then finish the last page together. So I have not put a picture in the front yet. This is how I purchased it. It is a Paper Studios um, 8x8 postbound scrapbook. They were just on sale for 50% off, which is fabulous because it's a nice, it's a material. It's not like the smooth. Um, so I just thought it was really pretty. And since she's having a boy, I got the blue, and I think I'm gonna put either a quote or it's a boy here for her to pull out in exchange for a picture later. So let's go through real quick. So this is the first page. I just left these large blank or bigger blank spaces. So if a picture was long ways or horizontal or vertical, either way, they would be able to put a picture here. And I don't do that on every page. Other pages are mostly 4x6 or in that general ballpark or a little bit bigger. So they might have to trim the picture a bit. But I used one set of papers and I got this at Hobby Lobby. It is Paper Studios as well, just like the book. And it's Hooray Baby. And it's like it is cardstock, but it's a thin cardstock. But there were 20 different designs, and I used every one of them on the 20 pages. So I went through and kind of fit what I felt like went together and put those on coordinating sides. And I think that it came out really well, and it was not necessarily easy, but it was a pretty quick to lay down as a nice gift, and I don't think that it looks like it was a quick lay down. So I did use one page out of this Nana's Nursery because, and you'll see it when we get there. And these pages are gorgeous too. I got these when my little boy was born. My sister gave it to me, and he's 12. So I used this page right here for, you'll see why. And so I used an array of stickers from different brands. It just really depends. I did put this, it's a boy, just a sliver of paper left over from my, like I said, 12-year-old son's book. And I put the baby's name here in some alphas. And then here's the one picture that I have. So this is of my cousin while she's pregnant. And you will notice on every page I have used these, they're chipboard embellishments, and I had them left over from my son, and I hadn't used that many of them, like barely any. So you could see what I've been doing. There's one at least on every page. I have no idea what where the brand it is. They're old enough to where they aren't really sticky anymore, so I've glued them down. But I used almost all of these lovely things. So, so here's the paper. One of the papers, I used it on this side for matting. If it blended too much, I put a double mat on it. So then they could put the picture of the baby shower right here. So this is for the shower. And this is this rub-off sticker that was like a surprise, but it's kind of strange looking. But anyway, so this came out really well. Her hair in this sticker, this embellishment, was actually like a red color, and my cousin's hair is dark. So I took a marker and I colored it. Then same thing here. I matted the pictures on this page with the base page here, and matted this side with the base page here. And I actually cut this on my Cricut and put Introducing Easton. And then I fussy cut this fox from this paper and just put it up on foam squares so that it would stand out. And then I used some of my little titles up here. She can fill in the weight, length, and time. And then over here, I fussy cut one of the elephants and put it on. And then I also put it on foam. And then I put the hands prints and feet prints. I also put those on foam so they'd be popping out. There's another one of the little bouncy baby. So same thing throughout the whole book. Welcome home, so the day he comes home. The baby's room, so picture of the baby's room or the baby in the room. Here's a page for mom, little man. It says mommy up here on a chipboard. And then this one says that it's one handsome boy. And then there's a little quote here. It says any man can be a father, but it takes a special person to be a dad. And my cousin is super special. They could tuck another picture here if they want. I popped these up on foam dots so it would give it some texture and dynamic. This paper was so loud. I had to put... I wanted to continue with what I was doing, matching the mats, but I had to put something to kind of tame it because it was really blinding me. So I actually triple matted over here and put this strip here to kind of break up all of that boldness in that paper. It is, so back to, this is the bath, my first bath. I tried to use a lot of the similar, my first real food, but I didn't have a whole set, and I didn't really want to buy a whole set because I have a ton of baby stickers from my son, and that whole box, and then I have some more that I use, and then a stack over here that I used in this book. So I really didn't want to go buy a brand new set that were all identical, so I just used the majority of what was on this one sheet that I had left. If something felt like it needed to be matted again, then I did. I did put this strip from here, but I didn't want to use this as the mat for the paper. I wanted this blue in here because it's for the bath. And I cut this bathtub out on my Cricut. And this is actually the paper. This giraffe is the paper. And this was the mat for over here. And so what I did was I took an X-Acto knife and just trimmed right here around his mouth and tucked the paper under it. So they can put the picture here. And so it just was coming over it. I thought that was super cute. And here's one for I can sit up, or they can use it for crawling. It just says growing fast. This fussy cut off of this piece of paper. It was a 12 by 12, and it had this at the bottom, and I cut it off and fussy cut it so it just looks like they're floating away. And then I put it up on foam, and then I just used some of the paper that goes with that, the yellow square, which matches this balloon, and put so big. And over here, pool. Our family has a pool, so I have a feeling that my new little cousin will be in the pool before the end of this summer, if not before the end of next, when he turns a year. This is where I used that paper from the nursery, Nana's nursery book, because I felt like this kind of looked like the outline of a pool. So I put the pool floaty in there and some water sprays, some clouds from the other page I fussy cut out, and some more sprinkles over here. And then I matted this on this like marbly paper that I thought was really kind of like water, looked like pool water. And here's one for milestones, which is what this says, and like for the baby's first words, or crawling or anything like that. It just gives them a little bit more leverage. It doesn't necessarily have to be his first word. They could write that there, and this could be a picture of just anything that happens. And then here is one for his first doctor's visit. So it says baby don't cry, 9 months. It doesn't have to be his first visit, just any doctor visit. And then they can take this space down here to put those cute little stickers that you get at the doctor, with like their weight updates and stuff. These cute little metal embellishments. And I would love to tell you, oh wait, maybe it says on the back here. I don't know. I have this, but I cut the top off. See, I'm really bad about that. So it'll fit in a pocket or something. I cut things off. And I wish I could tell you who made this. But, oh, CK Creating Keepsakes Magazine. Okay. So, sorry. And then I just got a couple of buttons that I thought the color scheme kind of went with it. And I put those on there. And then this is for a sleepy picture. I love this. This girl on Facebook suggested I do a moon and stars. And then I had this little tab thing that said shh. And then these little things, like I said, throughout are on every page. This is for his first walks, his baby's first steps. I got little booties on here that are from that same kit that I had. A little rattle, because it says shake, rattle, and roll. And this is little one, and I love this paper. It says Cutie Pie, and it matches this great polka dot. So I tried to blend those together and just put this little tag down here and tucked it in. It's something I've been learning on a lot of the YouTube channels that I've been watching. It's tuck things in and stick them in there and make things just pop out. All right, and then this is Easton's first birthday. I did a double spread because I figured they'd want one of him eating his cake, and then one of just him on his birthday, maybe in a new outfit or something. So I did this little banner that goes along with the banners that are in this background paper, and the balloon theme, which went pretty much throughout the whole thing. This is the paper. This is this paper. So I matted it, and then I double matted it in this gray so it would stand out. And then I just put another little chipboard here. It says boy and happy birthday. This says eat cake and celebrate. And then a little tag hanging off of the hot air balloon that says party time. And then I put some balloons and stuff on there. And last but not least is the page that I wanted to do with you now. And this is the last of the 20 sheets of paper. I really couldn't find a way to use this without it looking ridiculous. So I used bits and pieces of this on pages. So I used every piece of the 20 pages. So this is going to be for Easton's first haircut. So this is Francis Myers jumbo stickers. I've had these for a long time. I decided to mat, since there's not a facing page, I decided to pick two, since this is kind of busy, two of these that were already in the book, and lay these down because they are a little less crazy. I didn't want to use the hot air balloons because they are like so many pages that have that on there. So I didn't want to use that. I already put the Terran tape on the back so that I could just lay this down. I really enjoy doing this book. I've been working on a beach book for my family. We go to the beach every year on spring break, well, prior to COVID, and I've been working on that. I just started it like in the last week or so, and so I was all gung-ho to continue working on it, and remembered that this coming weekend, it is now Sunday, so this coming Saturday, we are having a baby shower for my cousin, and I didn't want to just give her anything. I wanted to give her this. So I want to use most of these stickers, but I don't want it to be like a forced situation. So I don't want it to be like, oh, you just shoved all those on there, because I have definitely in my past felt like I needed to either shove every sticker on a sheet here on a page, and then it looks insane. So I'm going to do the whole tucking thing, but I want to make sure that I get my lovely little chipboards on here, because those have been the staple throughout. Other than this paper that I have been using on every page, the chipboard has been a must. So I wanted to make sure I got those on here. Like I said, I've been using at least one on every page, and that's going to fit there. And I already have something good on here. So here's the one I'm going to make sure it's on there. So I decided I wanted to put this snip, snip, snip down here. I don't know how much of a fan I am of this coloring because it's like red, white, and blue. Doesn't really go with the theme I'm going with here. All these pastel-ish kind of colors, but at least it will stand out down here on this wild paper. And I definitely want to use this my first haircut because that's kind of the whole point. And yes, I almost tore that. I'm really good at making boo-boos like that. So let's see if this is going to fit on here now that I've done all that. I could put it not right there because it's going to end up laying on top of that. See? This is what I get for not, and I even kind of laid this out in my mind because I wanted to make sure that I knew what I was doing before trying to do a layout kind of quickly for you all. Because I wanted to go through the book and kind of give you ideas for things that you all could do that don't take forever. So I want to get these scissors in here, even though they're pink, and I don't really think that it matters because I don't, my son's favorite color is pink. So, not that this is for my son, but I bet Easton will love pink too. And then we'll put this brush. See? Tuck, tuck, tuck. I have a feeling that Easton will not be getting his hair dried. Although, you know what? My son's hair was so dang long when he was little. We had to get it cut the day before his birthday. And there's not going to be any hairspray involved. I don't know. My cousin might want hairspray. Okay, so I'm done with these. I'm not going to use any more of those. I originally planned on putting this baby's first year here. But obviously, I wanted this to be there. And I've got our little angel here. But I do think I want to get this on here. And so I'm going to put it up here at the top. I don't want it to be over the top and crazy. But I love these little chipboards. They're so stinking cute and easy to deal with now that I've figured out I can glue them like crazy. All right, so this is pretty much the way that I'm going to put this page in the book and finish it off. And then I'm so happy that this looks almost empty. And here are all the different papers. I mean, there's this because they were 12 by 12. I have all of this left over, and I will definitely use it for things because it is such great paper. It's so cute. I love all of this. Lots of really neat things to work with. Baby safety pins, and definitely doesn't have to be baby. I mean, safety pins, of course, but it could be anywhere. And I'm sure I could find plenty of pages left to do of my son. So most of the stickers I used were these Francis Myers. Here's some other ones that I used that were Francis Myers. Like I said, I don't always keep, I use these, Me and My Big Idea Soft Spoken was on the very first page. I don't always keep things in their package, so I don't have all that. Anyway, I think this is the quote I'm going to put on the fronts and the little window. Or I have these cute little It's a Boy things that have been cut out on some kind of cutting machine and were gifted to me. So that is my book, and I hope that you all enjoyed looking through this with me and maybe getting some ideas for easier page layouts that you can do. It was hard for me to do them without a picture in mind. So I hope that you all can get some inspiration and get some scrapbooking done and maybe make some great gifts. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will see you again next time.